Good morning, Arsen.
Morning.
Last Premier League game coming up. Could we have your team news, please?
We have everybody who played against West Brom available. We could have the return of Ramsey. It's available again, and Wiltshire could be in the squad as well for Sunday. Yes.
What about Kieran Gibbs and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain?
Kieran Gibbs will be back in the squad as well, of course, because he has normal training at the moment. Chamberlain will still be out.
And barring something very strange, Arsenal will be fourth and Norwich will be down. So with the FA Cup final looming, what sort of side are you going to put out?
We go there to try to win the game. I think we want to finish on high. We want to make 79 points, as I said last week, and to make it as tight as possible to the top, to prepare as well. I think we had a good away season, apart from some big games, but overall we were very consistent away from home. It's important we finish well away from home.
How much will the FA Cup be in your mind, given that the likes of Jack and Kieran presumably need some game time?
Look, they have been out for a while, especially for Jack. I haven't decided yet what I will do, but Kieran Gibbs has not been out for a long time, and I will see what I do on Sunday.
And just finally from me, how important is it to finish the right way for Arsenal as a football club, but also with that FA Cup coming up?
It's always the best way to prepare a game is to win the game before, and that's what we will try to do.
Arsene, how much game time is Jack going to get in the last couple of games, and can you say with any degree of confidence that he's going to be able to bring them for the World Cup?
I don't know. He will be ready for the World Cup. For the rest, we do not want to make an individual case of anybody. What is important is the team, and that we prepare well as a team.
Title's close to being decided. Can you see anything other than City having the trophy by the end of the weekend?
Look, it looks like they will win it now. It would need really a miracle now for them not to win it. Congratulations to them. I believe it was very tight at the top and very tight at the bottom. We could think that a team like Nowitch could go down on goal difference, you know, so that shows you how tight it is. It was a season where Man City just won it in the end, getting over the line. They won a marathon, and they turned up in the last 100 yards, you know, and but they turned up when it mattered. There were few turning points, and certainly the turning point was the Everton game that they won, but it was not easy for them as well. You know, it looked very difficult for them to get over the line as well. But Liverpool had an outstanding second part of the season. Maybe the most unlucky team of the season, because they were nearly there as well. And it was a very interesting season in the Premiership.
Just a couple of bits of clarification about your players. Laurent Koscielny, is that contract close?
It's close to be closed.
And Bakary Sagna, are you actively trying to get him to stay, or have you accepted that he will go?
That is not close to be closed.
Have you accepted that he'll be leaving?
I will have to accept it, because it's, if he wants to, only he can decide that now. And if he goes, we will accept it, you know. We will accept it and respond.
I feel like I'm pulling a pin out of a hand grenade by asking this, but financial fair play, have you liked what you've seen and heard about what's being done about that this week?
Yes.
What did you like about it?
Look, I'm a complete supporter of the financial fair play. And because just I think that every business should live with its own resources, like in any other activity. For the punishment, I'm not completely. I think it's a sophisticated punishment. I would like a more simple one that makes more sense. But they have studied that for a very long time, certainly to be in accordance with the legal side of it, I don't know. You would think, oh, you accept the rules and you are in the competition, or you don't accept the rules and you're not in the competition, and then everybody would understand it.
A couple of last non-Arsenal issues. What's the significance of Helena Costa's appointment this week in football at Clermont Foot?
I like it. There are men managing women. Why should women not manage men? It happens to all of us that we are managed at home by women. So why not? The only thing I believe always, I was a big defender always in my life to defend competence. Are you masculine, feminine? If you're competent, you get the job in anywhere. So having looked at her experience, I have the only restrictions you could have is that she has a very, very little of experience as a coach. But maybe she has top qualities and will show that. But it's good that the girls have a chance with men, why not?
And last one, Greg Dyke's FA Commission report, will you read it? Are you interested in it? And could you see a situation where you could learn something from it and do something about it?
I'm always ready to learn, so that means I will read it. I'm very keen to see how you can improve the game. And for me, to make it as simple as possible, what I think, at the moment, the development of young players in England, you have to balance the training and the competition. For me, the competition is there's too much importance and the training too little. The time the kids spend on the pitch from the age of 8 until 17 in training is too short. The time they spend in competition is too big. So to add more competition doesn't make sense. For me, the sense is made by reducing the time for competitions and increasing the time of training.
So you wouldn't
I see
support
too many
beating
kids
leagues
to come at the age of 17 or 18, they cannot hit the ball, they have no left foot, because they have not practiced enough, you know. And after, what they try to do is to improve the level of the competition after the age of 18, when the education is finished. That makes sense. And because at the moment you have a problem for people who come out of the academies, they don't get the competition or the level of competition they need. That's why some clubs have feeder clubs.
So you wouldn't support a B-team league? A B-team league, which has been talked about this week?
The B-team league, we have already a B-team league because it's an under-21 league. That is a little bit a B-team league. I don't want to assess that because I don't know where. And I think the interesting thing is that people who have experience in football have been in this commission, they've made some proposals. I'm keen to see what they propose, but my big fight is to get better education, training, more training time from 8 to 17. And for me, that's a deficit in the English game at the moment. Having said that, we read at the moment the papers and we see that everybody pushes England to take as many young players as they can. And then you see that England still produces young talent, you know, because in every single club, despite the fact that you have big foreign players, the young players come through when they have the quality. And that's what you have to target for. It's not to fight for mediocrity, fight for quality. The bigger players you will have in England, the more the young players will develop, because you develop in contact, in touch with the top players. So to get rid of big players would be a massive mistake for the education and the quality of the young players. It's like you have a kid who is good at school. If you put him in a good class, he will develop. Put him in a bad class, he will not develop as quickly. In our game, it's exactly the same. I give you one training session with very good players and one training session exactly the same with average players. You think it's two completely different things. That's why the quality for the development of these young players is very important.
Thank you.
Arsenal, you summed up the Premier League season very well. How would you sum up Arsenal's league season this year? And are there grounds, as far as you're concerned, to be optimistic that you'll finish higher than fourth next year?
Look, the difference between us and the team who will win the league will be down maximum to 7 points if we win our last game. We have been 128 days off top of the league, so we won the Stamina League, and but we failed in some big games away from home. And to be completely honest as well, a team like City scored 100 goals. So you have to say the offensive potential has been absolutely brutal and fantastic, and Liverpool as well. That's where we scored 66 at the moment, and that's certainly where we have room for improvement.
And you'll be here definitely next season, as it's the last league press conference. Can I ask you for the final time about your contract?
I answered that question many times.
Arsenal, when can we expect an announcement? I know you've been consistent about your future, but when can we expect an announcement on it?
When it is done.
Is that likely to be before or after the cup final, do you think?
Certainly at the moment we are focused on the cup final after, yes.
You've said that you've been analysing the training and the medical methods here. Have you come to any conclusions about that yet?
Not yet, no.
And what do you think that you might need to do differently next season in terms of managing players or managing injuries?
Well, we try to be better next season than we were this season. I think my team has shown a remarkable mental stamina, consistency in their attitude, and I'm very proud of the way we responded. We are looking at some aspects where we can improve and internally, and we'll work very hard during the summer to do that.
How important would it be for you to get your transfer business, whatever it may be, done early?
Honestly, of my experience in a World Cup here, it has never been done early. Everybody is focused on the World Cup. At the moment, you can do nothing because the seasons are not over. Straight away, we are today 8th of May. 12th of June is the first World Cup game. Do you realize it's 1 month away from the start of the World Cup? It's unbelievable. And the Champions League final is on the 24th of May. Basically, 2 weeks later starts the World Cup. It's unbelievable. So it's no time between the end of the season and the start of the World Cup.
Do clubs kind of hang on to their players then, thinking that their value might go up, I suppose, during the tournament?
Nobody will do anything before the World Cup starts.
Are you confident you can bridge that 7-point gap without massive injection of new talent?
Yes. It depends what you call massive. You know, it is. I think 7 points is nothing. It's 2 games. But on the other hand, as I said to you, every team of the top 4 will be frustrated because you will think, oh, we could have got this point, we could have got these points there, and if we had done it, we would win the league. But you look at Chelsea, at Liverpool, they can say the same.
Because if you look at those your rivals, you'd expect Manchester City to invest again, you'd expect Chelsea to probably go and buy a striker. Manchester United would expect to come back strong with Liverpool as well. So does that mean that to avoid having to finish fourth, you've just got to bring in some new players with this money that
we have to continue to develop as a team. We have bridged a big gap. We want to be better next season. How can we do that? We have hard work in the summer to achieve that.
Just a quick question. Manager of the season, now it looks as though Manchester City will win the league. Brendan Rodgers was being mentioned if Liverpool were to win it. Who do you think now, seeing as Liverpool probably won't?
Well, I don't know. You have plenty of candidates. You have 2 kinds of candidates, those who win the league and those who do not go down, And amongst those who do not go down, you have Poulis, Bruce, Poyet now, who has done a magnificent job because he got to a cup final as well. And then after that, you have Pellegrini, who will win the league. Or Brendan Rodgers, who has done as well remarkably well, because both Liverpool played as well a very attractive game.
Just ask one about Oxlade-Chamberlain. You said he was out for Sunday. Do you think he'd be all right for the cup final?
I don't know yet. He has not at all practiced with the first team.
Would you toast Tony Pulis if he got it? Manager of the year, would you celebrate his success?
Of course, he has done a remarkable job. He has taken the club when they had 4 points, you know, so it's remarkable what he has done.
The Arsenal! The Arsenal!